Last Tuesday I put out a video explaining why I'm doing fewer tags, and this Tuesday I'm going to do a tag. Not an original tag. This tag was created by Melinda at Web of Stories. It's the It Isn't That Bad tag, and I was tagged by Alan at Big Hard Books and Classics. So thank you Melinda, thank you Alan, and without further ado, here's the video. Actually, that was a lie. There is a little ado. My opening sequence. My name is Jim. This is my channel, Books, Reading and Stuff. So now to the prompts. First prompt, do you dog-ear your books? Dog-ear when you turn the page down. I very rarely do this. I have bookmarks that I use for my physical books. I have a lot of bookmarks. I picked quite a few of these up at the Tbilisi International Book Fair to mark my place, because I like to know where I finish and where I can take up the book again, but I rarely dog-ear a book. In the past, if I've dog-eared a book, it's usually because there's a passage that I want to go back to when I'm writing a review or something, but that's unusual. Usually, if there's a passage I want to highlight or something, I have my reading journal. I can make a note in this, or I can make a note in Goodreads, or both, so I don't need to dog-ear. Number 2, do you annotate your books? Again, very rarely. I might annotate a book I own, but it's usually because it's in a different language and I might be writing in some of the translations of the words or underlining a phrase in its English translation because it's something I want to learn, to look back on, but that's a rare exception. Do you roll covers or break spines when you read? Roll covers is like this. I don't do this. I'm reading like this. Break spines, occasionally I break spines. It's not intentional. With this one, I did a short on this. I actually broke the book. It's a flimsy Soviet-produced copy of Flannery O'Connor's short stories, and I think I need to tape it together. Prompt number 4. Do you listen to something while you read? Sometimes. I won't listen to music with words because that will distract me. I can't listen to a podcast while I'm reading because I can't concentrate on 2 conversations at once. But there is a YouTube video, Music for Reading. It's just excerpts of classical music, which I might put on, or I might put on Mahler's Second. I know it does have some singing, but I don't understand the voices, so it's just background noise, and it just cuts out other unwanted noises like traffic noise or children noise or whatever. Prompt number 5. Do you read in the bathroom? Yes, I do. This is probably ideal reading matter for the bathroom for me. I know some of you think, oh, how unhygienic. This is Jeremy Clarkson, Top Gear years, and it's just extracts. Well, it's his column from Sunday Times or Sunday Telegraph, where he had a motoring column, so they're very short passages, which is ideal for bathroom reading. Prompt number 6. Do you read in water, such as the bathtub, in the pool, etc.? No, I'm more of a shower person than a bath person, and I'm not taking a book into the shower. I don't read in the pool. When I'm in the pool, I'm swimming. I don't have a pool, so it would be a public pool and I'll be swimming. I'm not reading. Prompt number 7, do you DNF? Yes, I think it's a healthy practice, but I don't do it very often because I know I have a good idea what kind of books I like, but some I just get bogged down in and then I'll DNF. Life's too short for reading books that don't work for us or don't work for us in that moment. We might be able to go back to it at a later stage when we're more in the mood. Yes, some people feel they start a book they have to finish. I think this is some trauma left over from childhood. If you're reading for pleasure, you don't have to finish books. Read the books you enjoy. If you don't enjoy a book, put it down, read something else. Prompt number 8, do you ever read ahead or skip to the end of a book? Very occasionally, but it's not something I usually do. It's something I'd like someone else to do for me for fantasy books, to see if they can work as standalones or whether they end on a cliffhanger. I don't like books that end on a cliffhanger. I don't like reading the same author many times. I like to read a diverse range of authors. Prompt number 9, are you book polygamous, reading more than one book at a time? Yes, currently I have 4 books on the go, 2 physical books. For Victober, I've started The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. Also, like I showed, the Georgian book that I'm reading throughout the year, so this will be on my currently reading for the whole year, and hopefully I'll be able to finish it by the end of the year. This is Deda Mama Reva Baushvi da Sabago Mankana. That's mother, father, mama in Georgian. The only place I think where mama is father. 8 kids and a truck. Here's the truck. Also on Kindle, I'm reading Olly presents Garbology, which I started in Garb August, and I'm reading the stories slowly, and I'm reading Recursion by Blake Crouch, which is really good, and I'll probably finish it today or tomorrow. Prompt number 10, do you own more books than bookshelf space? I think it's reaching the point where I'm slightly got too many books. There's still some space on these shelves, and I could take some of the stuff off and put it somewhere else. And maybe it's time I did an unhaul. Bonus prompt, do you ever take a book without leaving a book at a little free library? No, because there aren't little free libraries here. I think the idea wouldn't work in Georgia, the country, because people would take the books and try and sell them at the market. Now we come to the who do I tag? This is always a bit of a dilemma for me. Who do I tag? Who wants to be tagged? Who would be excited about being tagged? And who would hate being tagged? I don't know. I go to my subscription feed and just do a screenshot and tag those booktubers, because most of my subscription feed are fellow booktubers. And this time it's Aoife at Pretty Purple Polka Dots. I hope I pronounced Aoife right. Irish names look very different to how they're pronounced for me. Neus, again, I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, from the channel Sin Libros No Soy Nada. It's a beautiful title. Without books, I am nothing. It's a great title. Olly at Olly. Debbie at Books and Bujo. Bujo, I think, is Bullet Journals. And Gavin at Gavin Reads It All. And one extra booktuber, I'll tag Ryan at Book Time with Ryan, because he commented on my video last Tuesday that he's never tagged. And I want to know, Ryan, do you annotate your copy of Moby Dick? Do you dog-ear the copy of Moby Dick? I want to know what you do with your books. And if you like the prompts, consider yourself tagged. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you can give it a thumbs up. This will help me with the YouTube algorithm. And I shall see you on the next video. Goodbye.